Hello, welcome to NOLA Stamping. I'm Barb Baldwin, and today we're going to be diving back into a fun technique using the new Shimmer Brushes as part of the Crafty Copycat Creations challenge this month. We're using the different Shimmer Brushes in an unusual way. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to need a piece of white cardstock. I cut mine to 4 inches by 5¼ inch, and just because I had a couple extra, I cut a couple, but we just need one for this card. And I'm going to be using the Wild Bunch stamp set. It's the product of the month from Stampin' Up! This month. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a silicone sheet and the shimmer brush. And I just get it started on that silicone sheet, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just ink up the ink block, and you just use the pen to do the ink. It's really kind of cool. It's really hard to show on camera, but the ink has a little bit of a shimmer for the background because it takes that shimmery stuff. And so this is really great for like background stamps because it kind of makes a little watercolor feel to the stamping when you do it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the periwinkle blue on the little squiggly line that's part of the Wild Bunch. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the Peaceful Pine, the green brush. And there is a cool little leaf frond as part of that stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp along the top part of the card for that. We're going to use a piece of pattern paper to separate the two sides. So we're just going to make it into sort of like a background sort of thing. So I'm using a little sponge dauber and some old olive ink, and I'm just sort of adding a little bit of green for the greenery up at top, just like really quick for the top of that card, just for a little bit of color up there. Okay, so let's get to stamping. So I'm going to use the hybrid black ink to stamp the koala bear. So that way I can color it in and not worry about the black ink disappearing or moving or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that koala. And I'm going to go ahead and use another new product. It's the Scalloped Blooms. And I just thought it might be fun to do that as part of the card front. So I'm using a little bit of a larger scallop bloom for that koala bear. And I'm going to go ahead and cut him out. And grab a blender pen and the basic gray ink pad. And the blender pen, I'm going to pick up some of the color and just sort of, like try it out on a scrap piece of paper. And then I'm going to use that blender pen to color in the gray on the koala bear. And so I'm just sort of picking up the ink and then just using it like you would use a marker, just to do just a little bit of color. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the blossoms, the light pink shimmer pen, and I'm going to color in the ears and the little nose on that koala bear using the silicone pad to just sort of eke out some of the color. And then I grab that Peaceful Pine shimmer brush again, and I'm just doing little hatch marks at the bottom of that scalloped circle, so that it just sort of feels like grass or something, just to give the little koala something to stand on, because he felt a little lonely just there in the center of that circle. And I stamped on one of the little oval little tabs that they have in the Scalloped Blooms. You are from just another stamp set. So let's go ahead and grab some painted patterns. I'm going to use the light blue and the green stripe, and we'll use those on the card front. So I'm just cutting a piece that's 1 inch by like all the way across. So we'll put that on the front, and that'll be like 4 inches to go across the front. And then I'm just going to use the scallop blooms and cut out some of the polka dots. I wasn't sure how many I would need to begin with, but I ended up using the smallest bloom twice. And then I did the next, 3 sizes, just to give myself a little bit of variety, just in case there was something that I needed. And then I just layered the 2 colors on top of each other, just to give myself something to play with. And they went through my machine perfectly. So I'm just peeling off the washi tape, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab those and the card front. Since we already made like a pattern that with using the different shimmer brushes already, it's kind of nice to have like another pattern to break everything up. So I'm going to go ahead and put that stripe down across the top to give it a line between the top and the bottom of the card. And our little koala bear is going to go up top. And I wanted to give it a little bit of shadow around the scalloped circle. So I cut the green polka dot one in half, and then I'm just going to attach part to the top, part to the bottom, and then add in a couple of polka dots around, just to make everything sort of go together well. And then so I'm just using a tape runner to tape that down to the card front, and then I've got a couple other pieces to add in. I want the sentiment. I thought it would be funny to do like "You are Koala-T." It's a little joke between my husband and I, because koala and then the letter T. But it sounds like quality. So I thought that would be a fun little card to do. So I cut out the alphabet using the mini alphabet letters. And I just put the adhesive on the back as you run it through. And then that way, all of the letters are pretty much just like stickers. So you can just stick them straight on. So then we've got the UR that was stamped using another stamp set. And I thought it'd be nice to sort of set that off with some of the like scallops. So I added one down, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more just to bring those colors all together. And then it's just pretty much figuring out where we're going to put all of those little scallops. So I wanted to add a couple in so that they feel a little bit like a flower. And then I was really trying to use some of the bigger ones, but I feel like the small versions just worked out so much better. So I cut the green one in half so that I could use both sides of it, like on the top and the bottom. I tried different places. And I always feel like cutting them in half is great, because then you get like a little bit of it flowing off of the side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we're going to use that as the frame for the card front. That way the thing that we've already made will just be popped up a little bit. So let's go ahead and add that to a card base. The card base is just out of white cardstock, and it's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, folded in half. So it's a regular A2 card base size. So that'd be 4.25 by 5.5. I just put the blue dotted frame all the way down. I could have gutted out the center, so since that's not going to show it all, but you know, you don't always have to do that, but I have some of that extra paper, so and then I'm just using some 3D foam dimensionals to pop up that piece that we worked on together. And then for the embellishments, I'm going to use some of the bloom circles as embellishments almost. So we're sticking one in the middle of the other flower, and then another down below using a 3D foam dot. And then I've gotten these new embellishments where they just look like flowers, and they've got like a little gem in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those to those blooms and because I love the rule of 3. So we're going to put one more on the top, and I want it to be kind of like a triangle. So I move it over to the other side, making that nice triangle. And that is it. I think this card was really fun to put together. I think the little stamp is super cute, and it's always fun to use the supplies that you have in order to make something unique and unusual. Well, I can't wait to see your version. Go ahead and post it on our public Facebook group, Crafty Copycat Creations, and don't forget to stay crafty.